Good morning. It's November 5th, 2023. This is Ron Durant. How y'all doing this morning? This morning I got up with a plan to do photography, and this is what my plan turned out to be. So as I was leaving my Sunrise barn location this morning, the sun started to appear, and I noticed a bunch of bird activity along the road. So I just stopped in my truck and rolled down my window a little bit, and right now I've got the Nikon D500 with the 200 to 500 lens, and so far I've seen some mockingbirds, white-throated sparrows, cedar waxwing, song sparrows, eastern towies. They're all right here in this clear-cut area that they logged a couple years ago, and there was a lot of activity as the sun was rising, but now that the sun is up for about 15 minutes, the activity has slowed down. So what I'm doing this morning is going back on a previous video I did under the philosophy that you don't have to go very far from home to find photographic opportunities. Currently, I am about 2 or 3 miles as the crow flies from my house on this side country road that leads to nowhere, basically. And they have logged this area, so it's quite a good view out through here. There was a lot of birds here today. Anyways, I'm sitting here in my truck, and I keep seeing a lot of birds and hearing a lot of birds, so I'm going to try to get some photographs of those. So I've seen quite a few American robins, and I think I got a pretty good environmental photograph of one, and if I did, I'll show that in the video right now. Most of the winter visitors have showed up. Like I said, this is the first week in November, and I see quite a few mockingbirds here too. Shooting in the early morning, lighting is everything. And I'm fortunate to have the sun to the back of my vehicle, and I'm shooting out the front side, so it makes almost a perfect lighting situation. So I'm using the D500 with the 200 to 500 f5.6 lens. I've got the aperture set at 5.6. The shutter speed's about 1/800th of a second. And right now the ISO is floating around 1,000 to 1,600. Like I said earlier, the lighting is just perfect out here, and there's plenty of birds to photograph. And I'm only 5 minutes from my house. I've been down this road several times to photograph a landscape sunrise. That I go do quite a bit, but I'd never really thought about it as a birding area. Well, while I was waiting for some bird activity along the road here, I spotted some movement in the brush, and there were 2 deer, 2 does, and one of them was watching me, and I thought it was going to run off and go somewhere. They're still over there. I see them. Anyways, it kept looking at me, and I started to make some photographs of it, and it started to walk towards me. Some really weird behavior for a deer, but I guess being in a car or in a vehicle, they don't feel as threatened, or if they do see you, they don't run away like they normally do. So I was able to capture some pretty good images of this deer, and I'll show those in the video now if they turned out. So I got a little hungry while doing photography, so I ran over here to the local McDonald's, and they've got a new steak, egg, and cheese bagel that I want to try. $5. Good morning. Here you go. Here's my 15 cents, ma'am. My 15 cents. 5.15. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, we'll try this new steak, egg, and cheese bagel. See what it tastes like. Not much on their egg at McDonald's, but I think I'll try it this time and see. Looked pretty good on the menu. Looks like we're getting some employee training this morning. Well, they parked me up at the other window. Guess I had to make my steak for the bagel. Anyways, we're going to get some breakfast sandwich. Thank you. Wait a minute. Hey, I don't think that's my order.
What'd you have?
I had a steak, egg, and cheese bagel. She tried to hand me a bag of food that weighed about 5 pounds. I said, that's not my order. I just ordered a steak, egg, and cheese bagel. I was about to get somebody else's breakfast and drive off. Good thing she stayed at the window there. Anyways, I'm going to go back down to this location where I've been shooting some bird photography this morning. And we're going to go back down there and see if we see any more while I eat my breakfast sandwich. So after that delicious breakfast sandwich from McDonald's, and I'm being serious, it was a pretty good sandwich. Get a chance, try that steak, egg, and cheese bagel, see what you think. Anyways, I came back over to this location along this road not far from my house, and right there I just noticed is like a holly bush with a bunch of red berries on it, and there's a lot of bird activity coming back and forth there. Mostly what I've just seen is the American robins in there, and the white-throated sparrow was in there, or it might have been a song sparrow. Anyways, I'm going to make a few photographs right here. I want to show you this short video clip I did with the Nikon D500. It's not the ideal video shooting camera. I prefer to use the Z6 II for movies, but I had the 200 to 500 on it, and I wanted to show you this robin that was in this holly bush, and they were eating on these berries. I hope you enjoyed this video, and come back to see me again. Bye-bye now.